Then next, obviously, we have the fullback dive from eye tight. You can obviously opt out and go to the fullback dive from goal line, but again, here you have it. Motion over Graham, and then, I mean, you just look to get out wide if you can with Henderson. Oh, phenomenal. Whoop, cuts there. That was a pretty good cut, not going to lie. Instant replay. So you see here, you motion over Graham. And the purpose of this, guys, is this isn't a power run game. This is an annoyance. This is a play that's effective with especially a fast guy. You're just using this just to annoy your opponent. Make them respect it is kind of what I like to call about it. But you also have a run audible down, which is really nice. And what I like about this is that I form a normal motion over. I think you get a little bit better run blocking from the I-form normal tight than you do from like goal line. So just keep that in mind. But again, the purpose of this formation is just quick hitters. You know what I mean? You make them respect that fullback dive. You literally make them respect this. If you can get out wide on them like that and hit them for a home run once a game, that's all you're looking for that one play. Just a one quick home run. That's all you need. So that's that formation. We don't really pass out of that. I mean, I don't want to get too cute with this formation. My main focus is the fullback dive, quick hitting fullback dives. I will literally only call this when I'm no huddle situation. So it's like, say if it's like a first down, I get 6 yards, I will audible the fullback dive and then go. It's not something where I'd come out in a 1st and 10. I just got the ball. I'm not gonna come out and then audible to it. That's not the purpose. And that's not the intent of what this is. This is a quick hitter, no huddle situation. Just catch your opponent off guard. Keep them guessing on their feet. Make them fear it. Make them think, okay, he could run a fullback dive, and that's the idea. You make them fear it. You fear this to make them not make adjustments to stop other things. In theory, that's the idea of what you're doing with it. So let's talk about our next play, the halfback slip screen from gun split close. And what we're doing here, we're going to streak Colston and streak Graham. That's our number one priority there. Now Henderson, a couple things you can do with Henderson here. You can leave Henderson in the backfield and block him if you want for extra blocking. You can motion him over to the right. And as I see, I slanted Meacham in, and I motioned Henderson and slanted Henderson to the right. You can also block Henderson there if you want. It's up to you. Depends, whatever you're feeling. I like to motion him nearly every time because there is another play that we'll show you later on from this formation that we use with motion. So I like to motion him there, and then I run the halfback screen, and then you bad blocking, bad blah, blah, blah. So let me run that again. That is a side effect of that play. So here's again. I like to. Oops. I like to audible the fullback dive, clearly. Here it is again. Here's Henderson. A motion Henderson over. You can leave him on that route. It's a nice little sit route. Again, here it is. Defense is going to be setting some pressure at us. Here it is. Here it is. And then you hit Darren Sproles. Oh, nifty footwork there. Then you hit Darren Sproles to the screen. The screen is just, I love the screen in the red zone. I've talked about this a lot. I love screens in the red zone are great because you face a lot of coverage in the red zone, and that's what I really like about the screens. That route by Henderson, don't sleep on that route. That's a very effective route. I'll show you it again right here. You're probably not gonna. The idea to have Graham and Colston there is if they do play all coverage defense. The idea is that you can usually catch those streaks, but most times than not, you're not going to have time to complete those downfield. So, but that route there by Henderson is very nice, as you can see. It gets good inside position. It's an unbumpable route. Call it here again. Here's Henderson. So bump and run is on, as you see. He roasts his guy, and it's because that angle is on. It's a very effective route, so just keep that in mind. That's one thing I like to do. So that's kind of the base of that. Run that against if they blitz you heavily. Here's one thing to know: when you face the blitz, many times what's going to happen is that D end is not going to respect the screen because it's a blitz. So what the game is telling the defense is it's a blitz, go after the quarterback, and that's literally a design blitz. I'm not talking one where you playmaker guys, whatever. So keep that in mind. Now, if it is just a standard like 2-man under, that DN typically will always kind of drop to the flat. So just keep that in mind when you call that play. But it's also a great play in the red zone. Good man-to-man beater as well. So our next play is our play action audible, the quick audible to the left. And again, I for the most part streak Colston and Graham nearly every single time from this formation. What I do here is I'll block Sproles. And this was that play I was talking about before where I have Henderson going out to the flat. It doesn't seem like that route's much, but it is awesome. He takes a little quick jig upfield and then cuts so hard to the left. It's ridiculous. And that's why I like it, especially to Henderson, as you see there. We use Henderson a lot in this scheme, so he's a guy that we really rely on with that speed. So, but there's again, the cut is pretty violent. It's there, and then it's there, and then it's bang, get out wide, and then get separation on your opponent, bang, get upfield and go. So that's a very effective play to use. And once you get that in combination of motioning him to the left, they're gonna all they might fear this route a lot that you have here with Henderson. You have Meacham coming back over the middle of the field as well, but that route by Henderson, he cuts hard, and then he gets that like boost up field, and then you go with him. Another option here, obviously the fullback dive again. I'll just audible that, no big deal. Here it is again, and what we do here, we motion Henderson here, and then in this situation, what I do is I put Meacham on a quick little out. And that out route is especially good if you have a guy like when I was playing with the Patriots, I had Wes Welker there, so it was a very effective route. But now you have that route just cutting over the middle of the field. You have the out route. It's just a different style combination. You also have the user catch streaks that you can hit. We'll show that again. So you have the user catch streaks. They're in pretty good position here to user catch these streaks. There's Jimbo Slice Graham trying to go up and get it in quadruple coverage. No big deal. What else we got from this formation? The audible down is not that good. That's one of the side effects of this formation. It's not that good. Sometimes it gets blown up. You can run it, and then sometimes it'll get blown up. It's best run when you leave the other the Devry in the backfield to lead block for him. If you motion Devry, a lot of times you get pretty terrible blocking. So let's take a look at our next play. What I like about this play is the following. It's a motion snap with Sproles. Again, Colston and Jimbo Slice Graham, we motion them in. We slant them, streak them, and then slant Meacham in. Henderson, leave him on that flat route, or we block him. And the idea here is that route by Sproles, we got a bad snap there, but the idea is that we throw that past the Sproles if he's open. We'll go to it again. And here it is again. This time we block Henderson, Sproles, and that's what we're looking for, a snap-style throw to Sproles. It's a similar route to this route. You can also motion him far out wide left and then motion him back, and it's a nice man beater. But what's effective about this play, again, if it's a zone-style blitz, like the following, if it's a zone-style blitz, like you'll see here. So here's the blitz. And then we motion Sproles out. Get that throw. And the defender made a great play. But that was actually a phenomenal play by the defender. Go right back to it. Sproles. And here we have it. Graham, Henderson, Sproles. Get that route in there. Another great play by the defender. That purple route playing well. So obviously it looks like you probably want to lay off on that snap throw unless he's if he's in a yellow zone, I bet that'll work. If he's in a yellow zone, if it's a purple zone, National Live Internet, that's what we're here for. Purple zone. Yeah, he's a purple zone. That's a better if he's in yellow, and he get hit stick, whatever, no big deal. I'll just get hit stick too. But there's that option as well. If it is a yellow zone, that's a better option. Watch out for the purple zone. Man to man, you have to make a snap read throw because you got to see, is the guy trailing? What's the situation? What's going on there? So that's that formation. Pretty effective. I really love the PA is my favorite play from this whole formation. That PA play is my favorite one. Then let's talk about the bunch sail. And what I like about this play is the following. We have a nice motion beater here by Jimmy Graham. I'll take Meacham, I streak him, slant Henderson in. And if it is man-to-man, this route absolutely kills it. Motion out, the C route. And as you can see, it is just cash money records. Go back to it again. Again, man-to-man, this play is roastage. You force them out of man with that route. And then they go to zone. So here it'll show you zone. And what the nice thing about this play is is the route combinations on the field really open up the zone as well. So here, motion out Graham, he'll cut back in. Here it is. Graham's going to sit behind that zone, as you can see. So that's like a double route, right? So whether it's man or zone, that route will always be open. You just have to know when to throw against man, when to throw against zone. So against zone, you wait on it. And against zone, he will open up in the corner there. As you see, click on, make a nice little catch. But also, keep in mind, you also have a nice crossing route here by Colston coming up on top of that corner route. So overall, this play is pretty good. Audible to the screen, no big deal. Bunch sail. Meacham's a user catch. And what's nice about this, too, is Sproles is going to be underneath. A lot of high-low reads with this play. I mean, I'll let Sproles release here. And what I mean by high-low, I didn't even care that I didn't get that off. But let me show you high-low. So first off, you have the slant over the middle of the field. And then on top of that slant, you have the other slant by Colston coming out on top of him. Underneath the initial slant over the middle of the field, now you have Darren Sproles releasing to the flat. So that's another high-low read. To the right side, you have the slant route, the deep slant coming over the top of the wide receiver corner play, which should be open over to the right side. Now, also, you have the user catch option deep downfield. That's stretching the defense deep. So as you can see, this play overall has a ton of options. Let's talk about one other formation that I want to talk about real quick. Ace Bear Chief. A play I like is the KC Smash. And here's the play. If it is zone, we're going to do the following. Streak Colston, and then the tight end on the right side, I would slant in and slant out. And then I take Meacham, I motion him in. If it is man-to-man, I snap throw to him and try and get that ball out to the flat there. So hold on a second again. And I'm not getting a good throw to Meacham. This same exact thing happened to me when I was doing the Daily Show. Motion Meacham in. And that's what we're looking for. As you can see, against man-to-man, very nice option against that man-to-man style defense. Now, if it is zone, the following here is what you want to see. So here against zone, we see that it is zone coverage. You get the read. They start out wide, slide in. Now this time you just motion Meacham out wide. You snap, throw him there, and that's a very difficult route for your opponent to defend. The route up down is also a nice option. When they get used to the motions here, now you have Meacham and you motion snap him there, and then you get some good blocking, as you can see with Sproles. And of course, the hidden gem of this entire formation is the halfback counter weak. And what I like so much about this is the following, halfback belly weak. So here you have it. So say they're playing nickel normal. You just snap, throw, snap, go, and I'll show you something here. It doesn't look like much. You might be thinking, what's so great about that, Gibbs? And I'll show you something. The interior defensive tackle is actually going to scramble away from this play. See how this guy right here? Watch, look at him. He just runs the opposite direction. He runs because this weak side tight end is actually pulling, so he runs right after him, leaving an open lane. Now, the counter to this is if your opponent does anything to the D-line, adjusts it, slides it, anything, it won't work. It's not going to be effective, and the play can still get blown up. All that's doing is it's opening up a guy, and it's only something against a 4-down line. 3-down line, it's not going to work. You playmaker, it's not going to work. But it's just it's a play, a little trinket to add in your, if you will, your repertoire. You get another blocker in there, you get upfield, Darren, and off you go, off to the races. So add that. That's a nice little mini scheme. But overall, guys, I hope this KC offensive guide is effective for you. I hope you have a great holiday season and stress-free, anxiety-free, all that good stuff, and just have a good time and relax. And if you have days off, no days off, it's not what it's about. Just if you have any time to just sit back, relax, and be thankful for the holiday season, I guess. And that's what we're doing here. We appreciate everything you're doing. That's why we're giving this guide out for free to everybody. So appreciate you guys. Love you guys. I'm S. Gibbs. As always, guys, got to end it the right way, right? As always, we are changing the Madden community, and we are doing it one snap at a time. Go Tom Brady.